I think it's fair to say that the use of statistics has been part of the FDA's guidance and regulations for many years. It's certainly an integral part of their process validation guidance. FDA has been for some time looking for pharma and biotech industries to make even greater use of statistical thinking and methods. And even with this long history, the use of statistics seems to be a source of uncertainty and anxiety for many. So today's webinar is going to focus on giving an overview what appears to be the FDA is looking for in the use of statistics, and we'll include examples and recommendations as we go along. So let me move along then to my agenda so we see what topics we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about first today's realities and the FDA's guidance regarding quality by design, continued process verification, and test method development. These are three key guidances that the FDA has brought forth. And integral to these three guidances is the collection of data and the use of statistical thinking and methods to decide what data to collect and how to analyze and report the data. We'll next move on to FDA's guidance, in particular examples of recommended use of statistical thinking and methods. And we'll talk about tools and methods and personnel and what is appropriate documentation. And basically what we're looking at here is evidence as to, by looking at talks and reports from the FDA and 483s and so forth, what the FDA is looking for. We'll, as we go along, we'll talk about the right process measurements, data, tools, methods, interpretation. We'll talk about the useful standards. Standards are very important to the FDA, use of standards, and understanding tool usage and interpretation of results. Along the way, we'll make some recommendations, and we'll talk about tips and traps and things to avoid. So let us begin by looking at today's reality. And a good place to start is with Janet Woodcock, the director of the Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, and she has spoken out quite a bit and frequently on the use of quality by design, of course, which is data centric and makes extensive use of statistical thinking and methods. This quote here from a speech that she gave to the U.S. House of Representatives, I think, is really telling. She says, full implementation of QBD and the modernization of manufacturing by the pharmaceutical industry in development through manufacturing is expected to provide lasting benefits to industry, regulators, and patients, emphasizing the key interest of the FDA in quality by design. Well, what is quality by design? It's a systematic approach to product and process development, which begins with predefined objectives, emphasizes product and process understanding and process control based on sound science and quality risk management. This is a definition that comes from an ICH document. So really what quality by design is about is building quality into products and processes. And of course, that's based on the effective collection and analysis of data, and that analysis of data is where the and as well as the collection, is where the interest and contribution of statistical thinking and methods can be. So here is the introduction of the FDA's process validation guidance, and it emphasizes right up front the importance of variation